Hi everyone, Dawn Hill, founder of The Quiet Turning, the personal growth ecosystem inside school. The link will be in the description if you would like to join me in there. And just subscribe if you want to follow my journey along. I am recording the journey as I go, so you get real time building and see how it's real time effects. Because, I can say that I can tell you that the last 9 months I've done A, B, and C, but I would like you to see it as well in real time so that you can also decide if you want to do something about it as well. Because that's what it's all about is school. It's getting people out of that 9 to 5. It's getting them into, a second income and hopefully, a bit more of a free life. It's the quiet turning. We're doing it for a reason. So this week while building inside the quiet turning, it reminded me of something quite important. And it was something about clarity. And I don't build clarity while waiting. I've found in my past, if you've seen any of my videos already, you know that I was procrastinator, waiting for perfectionism. I'm doing things on mental toughness at the minute, and I was in this a lot. This is the work I have done on myself. So when I say we sometimes, I do mean myself. It's just an expression in the way I talk, because we can all be doing this. And that's what I want to get across to you guys anyway. So you don't build the clarity by waiting. You build the clarity by doing things. I say a lot inside here, the confidence comes after the action. The growth comes after the action. The money comes after the action. So each step teaches you something. Every video you post teaches you something. Every post you post teaches you something. Every conversation you have with another person teaches you something. Conversations, connection is huge in school and in building your own place, your own business, your own spot in the internet and your own spot in school and in life. Every small decision as well. Every small decision matters too. It's huge. I'm doing a skills accelerator at the minute. I read an article that with $100 you could be making 5 to 10k a month, and it is true. It is so true. So I've built a course that I paid more than $100 for, and I've pulled some of my courses together to make what I've called the skills accelerator. And it is $100, and it will always be $100. And if you do every small action in that course as you go through it, by the end of it, you will have a brand, a page, and everything. Cheap. It's not cheap. Sorry, I shouldn't say cheap. It's great value. I want people to be jumping on this bandwagon. I want people to see the value in these places, and I want, but I do. It's if you're feeling the pull, definitely have a look and definitely come on in. But anyway, yes, so that's not what this is about. This is about clarity. So sometimes the biggest growth happens when you simply just keep moving, even when everything feels like it's unfinished. I'm very good at jumping in at the deep end. My life has been quite messy, so I don't have a problem jumping in at the deep end and starting messy. It's almost like that's comfort to me, which is, hard for other people, I understand. But that's just how I am. And that's kind of how you need to be when you do this, because you need to be doing the things to find out what's going right, what's going wrong, what's going left, what's going right, what's going all over. It's you kind of need to do it to see it. So one thing I've learned this week is that building something real is definitely not about feeling ready. Definitely not. No, you're never going to feel ready. You'll feel ready some days. You'll feel ready parts of some days, but you'll never feel ready. And I don't think I'm going off again here, off script, which I always do, but I think we always need to be learning anyway. I don't think we're ever going to know anything. And I think that's part of life. If you feel like you're ready and you've compiled everything and it's all there and you put it out there and it works, then what? That's kind of how I think of it. There's always something to learn. There's always something to be ready for. And you're never going to feel ready to start anything if you are doing all the mind traps and everything. Anyway, so it's about staying in the process, small structured steps. We talk a lot about structure inside the Quiet Turning. I talk a lot about structure. I started a program and I'm very good at following directions, but I need structure to keep it everlasting. Everlasting comes up a lot when you start doing this kind of stuff, everlasting content, everlasting courses, because you want it to last your lifetime, and then you want to pass it to someone else, hopefully, to help them build, and they can, have that for their lifetime too. It's about helping people get out of the survival zone, the rat race, the rock and the hard place, as I like to call it. So it's about staying in the process, going through it, going through the doubt, the pain, the everything that you feel. Mental toughness is something else I'm dropping inside YouTube. Just have a good look around if you are interested. Because when you're building a community and a brand, a course or a new direction, there will be parts that feel really, really messy. When I film these, it feels quite messy. And that's fine, because this is real time, real life. This is the work works, even if I'm not particularly clever at following a script and delivering it. It's all in there, it's all compacted, and I'm very good at talking one-on-one and getting to know you and figuring out what your next step is and helping you get to where I am and where you can be, and then where you can help someone else do the same. So there's always going to be things that you can improve on. But if you wait until it's perfect, you're never going to build anything. You're just going to carry on preparing. I've said in a few of my other videos, this whole school has been in the making for 2 decades, and the actual structure has never changed at all. It was me waiting to feel ready. And it was life that got me beaten down so much that I could get through something really hard, that I thought I need to keep putting this energy into building now rather than just getting into the comfort zone. So yeah, it was always preparing for me, preparing to feel ready. And the materials never changed. It was ready. I just didn't want to start messy. So lesson 1, the first lesson this week is momentum matters more than perfection. My son's just started playing the bass guitar. Getting something live matters. Showing up matters. Letting people see the work matters. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. It all matters, because real trust is built through consistency, not polished material, and not me being polished every day, because that would not be real. It might look real in the movies and stuff, but it's not. We all have moments where we struggle, and we all have moments where we have brain fog, and we all have great ideas and not particularly the best delivery sometimes. So it doesn't have to be polished. There's something I'm learning more and more through the Quiet Turning. It just needs to be happening. It doesn't have to be perfect. Second lesson is that structure makes the growth calmer. I've already said this, haven't I? When there is no structure, everything feels overwhelming. But when you know the next step, you're not panicking, you're not overthinking. And that's why I keep the building pathways inside the Quiet Turning. It's all about the pathways. You learn while you grow, while you earn, and then hopefully when you're ready, which can be sooner than not, you can pass it on to someone else. You can be doing this for someone else while you're building this. This is the exciting part about it. You can be doing this, passing it on while you're still at your other work. You don't have to change your life to start doing this. It's just, anyway. So it's not just content, it's the structure as well that matters. It's not just content. It's not just inspiration. It's not the hustle in this. I'm not about hustle culture. I'm about movement, growth, stability, long term. All those, not very exciting things in the world, but the things that matter. So it's about real direction that you can follow inside here. The third lesson I've learned is the right people connect with what is real. You know, people will see my videos and they will not feel like they connect with me, and that's fine. But the people that do feel like they do will be my kind of people, and that will be the same for you. You know, you can, inside the Quiet Turning, and I've made it so you can buy the courses, full scripts and everything, and you can mold them to your own voice, your own way you deliver it. You know, you can add bits to it. Don't take things away from the courses because it's a structured course. These are structured university level courses you can be you're getting in here. It's just more of a personal touch to it rather than the academics and the institutions and the institutions and the time it takes to learn and the money it takes to learn. It's a quick fix inside here. So went off then. Third lesson is the right people connect with what is real. You don't need to shout louder than everyone else. You don't need to pretend, which is great because I'm not a very good liar. I used to be very good, but yeah, I'm not very good at pretending. And you need to be clear. You know, it needs to be clear for the right people because the right people will come and then they get exactly what they're expecting, which is huge. You know, there's no messing around. There's no fake selling. There's no promises and guarantees that are filled with stars around them and, you know, great text and a fantastic image. It is just slow, structure, steady, consistency. And that is what matters inside here. You know, you need to be clear and you need to keep showing people what you're building and why it matters. I think I might have said already a little bit why it matters to me. It's just, yeah, I want this. I just want people to be living how I live, I guess. You know, I look after dogs and I do this and I've got my kids at home. I'm a single parent and just the stress relief that I get from not having to find people to look after my kids, to drop them off, to take hours running around, picking them up, dropping them off, and then feeling the guilt of not being there for them. And there's just everything else there. It's I can be home. I can be home and I can be with the kids and watch them grow. And then this is something I'm building for when they are grown. So I can just get in a little van and go around the world and just help people, go and meet the people that I'm helping, which would be beautiful. That would be lovely. So yeah, so you just need to keep showing people who you are, what you are building and why it matters. And that's how the right people will find you. The Quiet Turning connection. So this is what the Quiet Turning is becoming. I started a growth program. I was going to be a faceless content provider on Instagram, and it changed. The more and more I learned and the more and more I saw people doing this stuff and making this money, and then when I started to make the money too, and I found I could put all my stuff that had been in here for all that time that I've been helping people with into a place that could help even more people. It was a no-brainer to me. So that's what the Quiet Turning is becoming. It's a place where people can stop just consuming and they can start building. A place where learning becomes action, a place where direction becomes practical. You know, the Skills Accelerator course, again, getting that, it's all about your direction, your values, who you want to help, how you want to do it. And it's a really, really fantastic course to really get your brand out there, whether it be faceless, whether it be you, whether it be whatever niche, I think they call it now. I'm not really in a niche. I'm in a point of life. You know, it's that turning point in life, that quiet turning where enough is enough. But anything, you know, you can start anything up. Your dreams can become reality. So a place where direction becomes practical, because rebuilding your life is not only emotional, it is practical too. It needs structure, it needs support, it needs something meaningful to work towards. You know, you don't just want to aimlessly fly in every other direction and follow all the glittery lights and the new ideas, and I should be doing this because they're earning that. It's about sticking to what you know and getting it done. So if you're building something too, or if you're trying to change direction, just remember this: you don't need to have everything ready. You need to take the next honest step, and then the next one, and then the next one. And that's how your confidence grows. And that is how direction appears. And that's how the quiet turning becomes real for you. So start your growth path now, downhill, through the quiet turning as one. Again, links are in the description for the school. Subscribe if you want to follow along. And I've also thrown in there my backstory of where I was and where I've been throughout my life while learning these subjects. You know, when you come in, you will see the subjects inside are taboo. You know, it's alcohol, it's addiction, it's self-harm, it's suicide, it's psychology. It is huge topics in there because these are all things I've learned while going through stuff in my own life, and while also experiencing that life. So if you are interested, the backstory is there too. A nice quiet turning version of it. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.